Hey gang, this is Mike with my Real Estate Dojo, and today's lesson is about the two type of investors you really need to be talking to when you're out there trying to find motivated sellers. So let's go ahead and dive in and get started. So today's lesson is about the two types of investors you need to only talk to. So I repeat to my students over and over, you shouldn't be talking to realtors, you shouldn't be talking to investors, you should not be talking to wholesalers, bird dogs, etc. And if you're out there trying to find motivated sellers yourself, you need to go ahead and do your own sweat equity and find a deal, but there is two type of investors that you need to really actually talk to whenever you're doing cold calling or if you're knocking on doors. So the first type of investor you need to be talking to is what I call an accidental landlord. Now, what is an accidental landlord? It's someone that maybe took in a course or read a book or went to a seminar, and maybe they bought one property or two properties. Maybe their plan was to fix and flip. Maybe their plan was to buy and hold, whatever the story was. And they saw a lot of elbows in their face that didn't foresee or didn't have the guts to keep pursuing further to cash their dreams. And so that's what I call an accident landlord. For example, a guy bought a property, he bought two properties, he got loans on them, and then he rented it out for 3 years, and then he realized, hey, being a landlord is not an easy job, and now he wants to sell. Or a better story is a lot of guys that I see, motivated investors, is that motivated investors are accidental investors. They call me up, they bought a property and now they thought it's going to require this much to fix it. They ran out of money and the property's nowhere to be done. Or they gutted the property, they spent a lot of money doing all this extra upgrades and they ran out of money. Or whatever the story may be. And so with accidental investors, it's a good pool because they're motivated. They think they know what they're doing, but they really don't know. And it's a good, market to spend your time with. Again, I don't like talking to investors, and the only two types of investors that I personally will talk to is one, accidental investor, and two is what I'm going to talk to right now, which is tired landlords. Now, a tired landlord is a professional investor that maybe had this property for many years. Maybe the guy died and now his wife inherited the property, okay? Or maybe the guy didn't die and is old now and is tired of dealing with the repairs and stuff. Even though he knows what to do, he has his own crew, but he's ready to cash out, per se. Professional landlords that are tired, it's a really good pool of area to fish at because they all have multiple properties. I mean, you could talk to a tired landlord and he might have 10 properties for you. And you guys could create a win-win where he wins and you win, and boom, you don't have to get a loan from, let's say, a bank. So simply put, guys, don't waste your time and energy talking to realtors, wholesalers, bird dogs, etc. if you're trying to be a wholesaler. Now, if you're a buy and hold guy or you're a fix and flipper and you got your systems and you need these people to feed you, I'm not talking to you. But I'm talking about if you want to be a wholesaler, you're new, especially if you're new, then I highly wouldn't recommend dealing with wholesalers, bird dogs, or realtors or other investors. Okay, don't deal with other investors because this is a waste of your time. Okay, what you need to be looking for is a motivated seller. Now, gang, don't just watch me and then watch some other guy and then watch another guy or read a book and etc. Because the more you learn without going out there and hitting the bag, what's going to happen is it's going to cause you to have all these fucking fears. Okay, you're going to be like, what if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? And the truth, the fact is, when you get in the fucking ring, all these things that you thought could happen may never ever happen. Okay, it might be something totally different that you don't even know. So the point of the story is, if you're going to go out there and you're new, you're probably going to get punched in the face, and it's okay. Go out there and accept it, because you're going to learn how to block yourself so you don't get punched in the face. Does that make sense? And if you're sitting here just watching me, Bob, Sally, Julie, whatever, you know, and reading all these books, you're never even getting into the ring. You're just watching the videos, and it's great to watch the videos, but again, I have a video talks about watch video, action, action, action. Watch, action, action, action. So don't just spend all your time just watching, you know what I'm saying? Go out there and take massive action. That's the key for success, all right, guys, through failure, all right, which means getting punched in the face. Now, don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to anybody that doesn't believe in you. This is America. You can do whatever you want to do here. As long as you have a burning desire, you're able to be creative. Even if you don't have no money or no cash, you can still do a lot in America. That's why everybody migrates, like myself. A refugee comes to America because this is a land of opportunity. So go out there and hustle and bustle. Don't take no for an answer, and make it happen for yourself. Talk to you later.